What if I told you that people are traveling the world right now in 2026 without paying for flights, accommodation, or even food? It sounds fake. It sounds impossible. But it's happening. And not because these people are rich, lucky, or influencers. The truth is, travel has changed. Money is no longer the only currency. Skills, time, flexibility, and value matter just as much, sometimes more. In this video, I'll show you real, legal, and proven ways to travel the world with little to no money in 2026, especially if you're flexible, open-minded, and willing to contribute instead of consume. This is not luxury travel. This is value-based travel. First, what traveling without money really means. Let's be clear up front. Traveling without money does not mean teleporting around the world for free or never spending a dollar. It means removing money from the equation as much as possible by replacing it with skills, effort, or flexibility. In 2026, platforms, communities, and remote opportunities make it easier than ever to exchange value for essentials like accommodation, food, transport, and experiences. You may still need a small emergency fund, but the day-to-day cost of travel can drop close to zero if you do this correctly. The mindset shift is simple. Instead of asking how much does this cost, you ask, what can I offer? Method 1. Work exchange for free stay and food. Work exchange is one of the most reliable ways to travel without money. The concept is simple. You offer a few hours of work per day in exchange for accommodation, and often food. In 2026, work exchange is widely used by hostels, eco-lodges, farms, guest houses, small hotels. Most arrangements require 4 to 5 hours of work per day, leaving you plenty of time to explore. In return, your biggest expenses disappear. You're not paying rent. You're not paying for meals, and you often gain local insight you'd never get as a tourist. This method works especially well for slow travelers who value experience over speed. Method 2. House sitting, which can allow you to live rent-free. House sitting is one of the most underrated ways to travel with almost no money. Homeowners need trustworthy people to look after their homes and often pets while they travel. In exchange, you get free accommodation, full access to a home, often long stays in expensive cities. In 2026, house sitting is especially popular in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and North America, places where accommodation would normally destroy your budget. This method works best if you're responsible, flexible, and able to stay in one place for weeks or months. It's not fast travel, but it's extremely cost-effective. Method 3. Volunteering allows you to travel by contributing to meaningful projects instead of paying for services, conservation, community work, or helping NGOs. The key difference in 2026 is that ethical volunteering is prioritized. You should never pay large fees just to volunteer. The best opportunities offer accommodation and food in exchange for real help. Volunteering isn't about free travel. It's about earning your place while making a positive impact. And for many travelers, this becomes the most meaningful way they've ever seen the world. Method 4. Remote work and skill trading. You don't need to be rich to work remotely. In 2026, even basic skills can be traded for income or accommodation. Examples include writing, social media help, graphic design, photography, teaching languages, website updates. Some travelers earn small amounts of money online, just enough to cover food or transport, while accommodation is covered through work exchange or house sitting. This hybrid approach makes travel sustainable. You're not spending money, you're maintaining movement. Ride sharing and overland travel. Flights are expensive. Overland travel is not. Ride-sharing, hitchhiking where legal and safe, buses, and shared transport allow travelers to move long distances for little or no money. In many parts of the world, people naturally share rides, especially in rural areas. This method requires patience and awareness, but it replaces expensive flights with human connection and flexibility. Travel slows down, but costs disappear. Method 6. Eating without spending much. Food is easier to get than most people think. When you live like a local or work with locals, meals often become part of daily life. Work exchanges and volunteering usually include food, community meals, shared kitchens, markets near closing time, and cooking with others drastically reduce costs. Traveling without money forces you to reconnect with how people actually eat instead of consuming convenience. Method 7. Minimalism makes this possible. Traveling without money is impossible if you travel with excess. Minimalism isn't a trend here, it's a requirement. Fewer belongings mean no baggage fees, no taxis, no stress, more mobility. People who succeed at low-cost travel don't carry luxury, they carry adaptability. Quick reality check. This is not for everyone. Let's be honest. Traveling the world without money requires flexibility, patience, humility, responsibility. You give up speed, comfort, and control. You gain time, connection, and experience. This is not vacation travel. This is alternative travel. And it's okay if that's not your style. How much money do you actually need? Even when traveling without money, you should still carry emergency fund, at least $300 to $500, documents and insurance, a way home if needed. This safety net turns risky travel into smart travel. Traveling the world without money in 2026 isn't about being broke, it's about being resourceful. If you're willing to exchange value instead of cash, slow down instead of rush, and participate instead of consume, the world becomes far more accessible than you ever imagined. If this video opened your mind, like the video, subscribe for real travel strategies, comment whether you try this style of travel. The world isn't reserved for the rich.